request Shri Sanjeev Gupta to present a token of appreciation to the speaker, Shri Dilip Raghavan. What a wonderful start, isn't it? Enough motivated or no? Yes? I request the dignitaries to take their seats with the delegates. Thank you once again, sir. Now I request our President, Mr. Rohan Bhasin, to come on stage for the next session. He has a very important announcement to do. Over to you, sir.
Morning, friends. The life of a paint industrialist is full of color. So what happens when the color leaves your life? When the shade fades? When the film loses its gloss? And finally the film ends. दोस्तों, जिस तरह भारत आज एक अमृत दौर से गुजर रहा है, पेंट जगत में भी ऐसा ही एक अनदेखा और शायद इतिहास में कभी ना दोहराने वाला एक अश्विन दौर भी हुआ करता था। जिस तरह सूर्य की रोशनी इस जग को प्रकाशित करती है, इन्होंने अपने सोच, स्नेह, ज्ञान और दोस्ती की रोशनी से इस जगत को प्रकाशित किया है। ये सही माने में एक दानी थे जिन्होंने सिर्फ दुनिया में लोगों को दिया है बिना किसी उपेक्षा के। Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for a very special cause today, to pay our deepest respect and condolences to a person who was an iconic personality, a statesman of the industry, and more importantly, a noble heart, Shri Ashwin Suryakant Dani. May I request all of you, as one thing which he has done in his life is touched the hearts of one and all, to kindly stand up, give a standing tribute to him with your hands on your hearts. Let's observe a 1-minute silence, please. Om Shanti. IPCA salutes his contribution to the fraternity. This loss is not a loss for the industry, but a loss for the nation. We pay our deepest regards to Shri Jalaj Dani for his presence here amongst us today. And of course, Jaisal Bhai for this very touching gesture of getting in touch with him, and Jalaj Bhai giving his time and coming over and being amongst us today. May I please request, there is a very special video, I think, which depicts and conveys the personality of what Mr. Dani was, to kindly be played on the LED. Can we have the video, please?
Now is, of course, tell us, give us a mood check. What is the vibe like, and what can the viewers expect going forward?
The vibe is the most chill vibe that you would ever have, man. But, you know, I'll tell you what, the mood check here is extremely upbeat. Everyone, the who's who of India Inc. is here. And I found myself, the man himself, in order to be speaking to Mr. Ashwin Dani. one of the founding families of Asian Paints, and this on the day the company reported incredible set of numbers. But that's just about a quarter. For multiple years, he's gone ahead and worked with utmost passion to take the company where he has. If this is not a sign of excellence, we don't know what is. Mr. Dani, again, the big question: what keeps you going always?
Well, I've been with the paint industry for almost 55 years, and I eat paints, I drink paints, I drink paints. I've spent my whole life around coatings and coatings, and ever since I graduated from UD with paint technology, I've devoted my whole life to paints and paints.
He said he eats paints, he drinks paints, and he dreams paints. So those would be rather colorful. But in 55 years, you've seen a lot of competition. Now, as we speak, a lot of other paint conglomerates or other non-paint conglomerates are looking to enter this industry. What message would you give to the management of Asian Paint from your experience?
Well, paint has always been a competitive business. Before 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. And when we became the leader in 68, other than us, the remaining 5 or 6 paint companies were all of foreign origin, British paint company mostly. So we have seen paint to be a competitive business, and still we kept on marching by innovation in both technology, in business processes and whatnot. So I think with customer centricity being our main concentration, I think we will keep on marching. And fortunately, paint market is also growing with the increased growth of the residential and office buildings both coming up in a big way all over the country.
Right. Before we let you go, Mr. Dani, out here we honor excellence. We honor business excellence. We honor excellence across multiple fields. If there is one message that you would like to give to everyone who is chasing excellence as a pursuit, what would that message be?
Well, I think the same thing what I have been repeatedly saying, that we have to concentrate with respect to customer centricity, and customer is the king. And as long as we keep on concentrating on customer centricity, we will always succeed. That is all I would say. Customer centricity.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words of wisdom. Wish you good luck. Please take your seat inside. But he said a very simple thing: focus on the customer, and that's something.
More.
Friends, it's very clear. A person might leave, but his teachings and memories always remain close to our heart. They never leave. I would now request, in lines with what Mr. Dani just said, that you need to keep marching and you need to keep marching on in life. I would now request my father, Shri Arvind Bhasin, to rekindle some fresh memories about him, when his interaction with him, before I call Jalaj Bhai Dani on the dais to speak a few words. Dad.
Good morning. I am audible. मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ IPCA का, जिसने मुझे ये मौका दिया एक महान हस्ती के बारे में कुछ बोल सकूं। ये श्रद्धांजलि भी है और मेरा एक उनके साथ में व्यक्तिगत संबंध रहा है जो आज से 25 साल 30 साल पहले का है। IPCA का मैं आभारी हूँ इस मौके के लिए। मुझे इस शख्सियत पे एक शेर याद आता है जो डॉक्टर इकबाल का लिखा हुआ है। हज़ारों साल नरगिस अपनी बेनूरी पे रोती रही, हज़ारों साल नरगिस अपनी बेनूरी पे रोती रही, बड़ी मुश्किल से होता है चमन में ऐसा दीदार यार। ये हज़ारों साल में ऐसा आदमी उत्पन्न होता है जो ट्रेड को कहाँ से कहाँ ले जाता है। इस वीडियो में इनोवेशन की बात कही अश्विन भाई ने, तो मैं आपको ये बताना चाहूँगा कि एशियन पेंट ने एक ब्रांड लॉन्च किया था क्राइलो, जो ऑटो रिफिनिश के उस टाइम में मोनोपोली थी आईसीआई की, ड्यूको की, और कलकत्ता में वो आए थे, तब मैं कलकत्ते में था ट्रायल के लिए, और हमारे शोरूम के सामने एक मिर्ज़ा गैराज होता था, जो अश्विन भाई खुद आके वहाँ पे गाड़ी की पेंटिंग सुपरवाइज की थी, टू अंडरस्टैंड कि इसमें क्या क्या डिफेक्ट्स हो सकते हैं, एप्लीकेशन डिफ़िकल्टीज़ क्या हो सकती हैं। और उसके साथ साथ ही सेकेंड ग्रेड एस्पा लॉन्च किया। एस्पा एक अलग किस्म का इनामल था जो पहले किसी ने नहीं देखा था। पहले इनामल सिर्फ एक होता था ड्यूलक्स, उसके आगे कुछ नहीं था। तो ये इंडस्ट्रियल फिनिशेस ओईएम छोटे छोटे लोगों के लिए बहुत सक्सेसफुल रहा। और ये छोटी, मेरे ख्याल से उस ज़माने में 500-700 केल महीने का बनाते होंगे एस्पा, लेकिन वो उनके इनोवेशन से उसके कंपटीशन में एक नया रेजिन निकला जिसको चेन टर्मिनेटेड एल्किड कहते हैं। और उसके उन 500 केल से आज मेरे ख्याल से हिंदुस्तान में 50,000 टन से ऊपर ये रेजिन बनता है चेन टर्मिनेटेड, जो एकदम नया इनोवेशन था जो इन्होंने किया। तो आज उनके नाम से इस रेजिन पे हम क्या, कई पेंट मैन्युफैक्चरर, कई रेजिन मैन्युफैक्चरर इस प्रोडक्ट की कमाई खा रहे हैं। तो ये उनकी तरफ से एक बहुत अहम चीज़ उन्होंने इस इंडस्ट्री को दी। – 2000 में मुझे इससे IPA ने और वैसे अश्विन भाई, हम लोग मनीला गए थे, और चूँकि अश्विन भाई प्योर वेजिटेरियन थे, श्रीमती ईना दानी भी प्योर वेजिटेरियन, और बदकिस्मत से मेरी बीवी भी प्योर वेजिटेरियन थी। तो ये मिसेस दानी स्पेशल इंटरेस्ट लेके मेरी वाइफ को किचन के अंदर अश्विन भाई दोनों लेके जाते थे कि भाई मनीला में वेजिटेरियन खाना उस ज़माने में नामुमकिन था। तो वहाँ से वो लोग वेजिटेबल उनको बताते थे, ये सब्जियाँ लो, और फिर वो 3 एक तरफ बैठ के खाते थे। चूँकि मैं नॉन वेजिटेरियन था तो मैं अलग बैठ के खाता था। मैंने उस ज़माने में, आप ये समझ लीजिए कि आप बैंकॉक में जा रहे हैं और मथुरा का पेड़ा खोज रहे हैं। इट वॉज़ लाइक दैट। मनीला प्योर नॉन वेजिटेरियन एरिया था। तो इतना उन्होंने ख्याल रखा, और आखिर टाइम, मतलब लास्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस में भी जब वो मिले तो उनको हर एक बात याद है। आज उन्होंने मुझे उस करीबन 35 साल पहले ये टाई प्रेजेंट की थी, थाई सिल्क की, जो आज भी मेरे पास। धन्यवाद। रोहन, आप।
Shri Jalaj Dani to kindly come on the dais and say a few words about Ashwin Bhai. Thank you so much.
Morning, friends. Thank you, Arvind Bhasin ji, for those kind words and reliving your memories, and through that reminding us of those qualities. Jaisal Bhai had called me a couple of months ago for an event at his office, and he was insisting that Ashwin Bhai should come. And I didn't have what it takes to tell him that it would be very difficult for Ashwin Bhai to come at that time. Though I know if I told this to Ashwin Bhai, somehow anything for paint industry, as you saw in this video, he would have made it. But that's, I think, what it was at that time. And then he wrote to me a few days back, Jaisal Bhai, and asked me for Ashwin Bhai's picture, and then he told me what all of you were planning to do. I think we are all blessed. This is a unique industry. I don't know in how many industries such reliving of memories and friendships happens. And it's now 2 weeks and 1 day since he passed away, and I want to thank the President Rohan ji, but all of you in this room for putting this together. It's very touching. When I told my mother, she said that she won't be able to step out of the house because it's so soon. And I stepped out of the house for the first time yesterday, just to be here with all of you today. So I really want to thank you on behalf of all of us. Whether it was Chandrakant Bhai, who was just now over breakfast telling me about Suryakant Bhai, who's my grandfather, or Ashok ji, who was talking about his nephew at Grand Hyatt at one of the IPA conferences and the interaction with Ashwin Bhai. There are lots of memories, lots of people who, and I think it's through all of you we will continue to celebrate his life. As I was coming up, Mr. GB Singh, who I think knows Ashwin Bhai better than probably me also as far as the professional journey and all the challenges and business development and everything else through the formative years, also offered to speak. So when this opportunity came, my mother said, there's one video we have to play. And that's the video that you just now saw. And now you know why that video is so important. It was about paint, about passion. It was about innovation. It was about the theme of this conference that you have, which is ideation. And it's not right for me to say much more after what Ashwin Bhai has said. But on behalf of my mother, Reena Ben, who some of you know her, my brothers Hasit and Malav, my wife Vita, my sister-in-law Shubhlakshmi, and the 3 grandchildren, Mudit and Smiti, my children, and my niece Ishwara, I just want to thank all of you. What cannot be expressed in words, as I said, the solidarity of the industry, whether it was an event of Color Society in Mumbai, whether it was an IPA conference anywhere in India, whether it's the EPIC conference anywhere in Asia, whether it was a paint show anywhere else in the world, where all of you continued to meet my dad, Ashwin Bhai. I think all of you interacted with him at various forums. I think what he was is, I think, best captured by this letter. Some of you who were maybe there at the prayer meeting may have heard it. So this is from Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji on 29th of September, the day after he passed away. Srimati Ina Ashwin Dani ji, I am saddened to learn about the passing away of Shri Ashwin Suryakant Dani ji. My deepest condolences are with the family in this hour of grief. A business leader par excellence, Shri Ashwin Suryakant Dani ji made a pioneering contribution towards ensuring that his organization became a household name on the corporate landscape. He strived tirelessly to make the company to new heights. He was a firm believer in Indian values and culture. Shri Ashwin Suryakant Dani ji had an undying passion for yoga and its transformative benefits. Blessed with compassion and sensitivity, he also contributed towards various social causes. The deep sense of loss being felt by you cannot be expressed in words. He was a source of unending inspiration for the family. Today, he is no longer physically present with you, but fond memories of the time spent with him will always stay with the family. May the family members and admirers be granted the strength to bear this immense loss. So I also want to thank IPCA and its leadership on behalf of Choksi family, Gandhi family, and Vakil family, and the larger Asian Paints family. And on behalf of my mother, this was the response she wrote to our beloved Prime Minister on 4th of October, which I think captures her feelings. It says, I would like to express our gratitude for making time out of your extremely busy schedule to convey your love and condolences for the family. Ashwin always lived a dream of a strong and self-reliant India and was completely aligned with your vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. And I think that's why this video was very inspiring, because there are so many budding entrepreneurs, first generation, second generation in the room. Further back in the letter, he passionately worked all his life towards realization of this objective. His commitment to the purpose has been instrumental in making Asian Paints the 4th largest paint company in the world. We assure you that we will continue to work in the same earnestness and take his legacy forward. Once again, we are extremely touched and grateful for your thoughtful gesture in our difficult time. As you know, my dad was a polymer chemist. As they say, his gumboots are very difficult to fill. They are very, very big shoes. And as the grandchildren said at the prayer meeting, and I think it's the legacy all of us will live and take it forward. We just pray and also resolve that we will do things that will make him proud. Thank you once again.
Shri Chandrakant Bhai Parekh, Shri G.B. Singh and Srimati Priya Bhumkar to join me on the dais as IPCA pays homage to Shri Ashwin Suryakant Dani.